I love pouring into others, but in order to keep me full, I also need to be poured into. So yeah, that's Jazz's tip of the day. If you're not pouring into other people, but they steady pouring into you, that's the issue. Yeah, fix it. And likewise, the other way around. If you're pouring into other people, but they're not pouring into you, change your surroundings, okay? Okay. Even if that means you got to change the person. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Today it's really gloomy, really windy, really rainy, really wet outside, but we knew this was coming because they've definitely been warning us of the bad weather that's been coming. And like I told y'all yesterday, I got to travel back home in this weather. Like, the dentist just called and moved up my appointment because they're afraid of how bad the weather is fixing to be. So yeah, like, as soon as I got a class, I'm gonna do the dash and go back home. I would just pray to God that I make that. Say, my mama don't want me to come. She don't even know I'm coming. I told her I wasn't gonna come, but then I thought about it. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be that. Like, I know it's gonna be bad, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad so I can't drive in it. Cause I know how to drive very careful. And if the wind get to blowing 70 miles per hour like they say it's gonna do, I can just put on my brakes, right? And they can just stop the car from blowing, right? At least that's how, you know, the girl math is logically in my head. Like, that's just what it is. At this moment anyway. So yeah, we just gonna take our chance. We're gonna say our prayers. First of all, we're gonna say our prayers. That's what we're gonna start. And then we're gonna take our chances. See, I'm already saying, ooh, this is just a bunch of water. Yeah, and then we're gonna take our chances and then go back home. So get this dentist appointment out the way and go home and get out this bad weather. And so yeah, and then what else I had to say? Oh, y'all, everybody, like, every time I wear this jacket, like, somebody be like, you a doctor? But today I was in the elevator and it was a maintenance guy in the inside of the elevator, and he was just looking, and I looked like, okay, trying to make sure ain't nothing on me. He's like, oh no, I was just looking at your patch. And so I told him what school I went to or whatever and where I got my master's from. He was like, okay, that's dope. And I was like, yeah. So he was like, so you work like at the hospital here or something? And I was like, no, actually here getting my doctorate. And he was like, oh, that's lit. Well, he didn't say lit. He was like, oh, that's dope. Like, you know, same thing he said first time. So I was like, thank you. And whatnot. So we were just making a little small talk, little conversation, you know. He was asking me what I wanted to do. I told him I want to be a researcher, and he was like, what's that? And I was like, a scientist. And he's like, oh, that's good. So, you know, just make a little small talk. And then I asked him, because I seen his jacket and it said, you know, the company name on it, and I was like, you work here in maintenance? Because I know that company does a lot of our maintenance stuff. And so he was like, oh, I'm actually a floater. And he was like, it's my first time over here, da da da. And so I was like, oh, I just put in 2 maintenance requests. Just go lucky. And he was like, well, actually, I'm a floater. That's when he told me he was a floater. He's like, actually, I'm a floater. So they really just use me where they need me. He was like, but I might, you know, be able to get to. He's like, what's wrong? So I basically told him, like, about the smoke detector. At first, I was like, fire detector. And he was like, you mean smoke alarm? Y'all be knowing what I mean. I just said it in the yesterday vlog. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know it going off. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, you're right. The smoke detector. And he was like, yeah. He was like, what's wrong with it? I was like, well, it keeps saying battery low. I changed the batteries in it. I'm not too sure if I did it right. I was like, just tall enough to get up there and change the batteries in it. And he was like, oh, it shouldn't be going off if you change the batteries. And so I was like, oh, well, I don't know what's wrong with it then. Maybe it just needs reset. He was like, do you have more than one in the house? And I was like, I don't think so. He was like, you sure you should have more than one? I was like, I don't know. So he's like, yeah, I'll see if I can take a look at it if I, you know, get down there for today. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, I also put in one for my garbage disposal because my garbage disposal went out some time ago and it needs fixing as well. And he was like, oh, that'll be an easy fix. And I was like, okay, thank you. And we just went out 2 separate ways. But it was really nice. I love people like that because, like, when people, first of all, people like that brighten up your day. Like, they make, like, days seem like so good, so peaceful, things like that. Like, they don't give you no hard time. And then when people, like, always try to help you out as much as they can, that's also a plus. Like, yeah, because I try to do the same for other people as much as I can. So, you know, I just like when that kind of energy is returned. I love pouring into others, but in order to keep me full, I also need to be poured into. So yeah, that's Jazz's tip of the day. If you're not pouring into other people, but they steady pouring into you, that's the issue. Yeah, fix it. And likewise, the other way around. If you're pouring into other people, but they're not pouring into you, change your surroundings, okay? Okay. Even if that means you got to change the person. Yeah. But yeah, currently I'm on the way to campus. It's currently 11:09. My first class starts at 11:40, so I'm about to be super early. But y'all know I like to get here early to find good parking and all of that. I just want to, take a breather. Y'all was not prepared for class. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I had nowhere to be. Like, my class was laughing at me because I was like making fun of myself, but I was like low-key dead serious in my head. Like, my iPad was dead, my laptop was dead. I went back to taking notes on pen and paper yesterday for the first day of class. I was like, oh, child, you gotta get it together. Like, you act like you ain't had nowhere to be today. That's what I'm thinking to myself. Like, girl, can't start the semester off like this, but all is well. We're gonna continue to strive on. I talked to my good sis Keisha yesterday, and that reminds me, I need to call and tell her something, because we be talking about so much on the phone because we be trying to catch up, and some stuff just be slipping my mind. I definitely need to call and tell her. So Keisha, if you see this, give me a call, because I need to talk to you about the poster presentation in Pennsylvania. Oh, week. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get on the road, y'all, right after class. Like, class ended at 12:55. I'm gonna have my little skinny butt in the car by 105 on the road. I-10 by 10 type joint. Not the big trailer thing turning out in the road and it's swerving because it's wet out of here. That's crazy. I need you to put that thing in the middle lines, baby. But what else? So I will be home, of course, tonight, because I'm not coming back after my dentist appointment, because I thought it was gonna be later than what it was gonna be. And I'm definitely not trying to get caught up in this storm. I'm trying to get back here, so I'm just going to spend the night at my mom's, and then tomorrow, I don't think I'm coming back tomorrow either. I don't have class tomorrow. I just got a whole bunch of meetings, so I need to prepare for those tonight. And then my meetings on tomorrow, I don't have class on tomorrow, so I can still stay home and then just come back here on Thursday and turn right back around and go back home again, because I got an event that I need to make on Sunday. Monday is Martin Luther King Day, so it's like, okay, it's an extra day. I can come back home, whatever. So, yeah, y'all, these clouds looking rough out here. It's looking rough. But I'm also just a little bit teensy bit hungry. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna get nothing to eat though, because I need my teeth to be all shiny and clean for my dentist appointments. I called and told my dad that they moved up my dentist appointment. He thought I was talking about the day, but I was like, no, Dad, at the time. Y'all, my daddy got a new car. So tell my dad congratulations in the comments. He bought him one just like mine, but it's a newer model and it's a different color. And I loved it for him, because he been trying to get a car like mine for forever, because he fell in love with mine when he bought it for me, and he just wanted one so bad. So I love that for him. Now he can finally rest knowing that he got him a car like his daughter's. Yeah, I'm so happy for him. Y'all, it is ugly. Do I have an umbrella? I know I got an umbrella in my trunk. I think I have one in my book bag too, but y'all be bucking. I don't even be walking to class in an umbrella when it be raining. I just be walking in the rain. But y'all, with this lace, and the way I already be looking on a normal day, I don't need to be walking in nobody rain without an umbrella. Like, you need to have this head covered up. And plus, because I don't need to get, reminds me, I forgot to pack something in my bag. I don't need to get sick at all. At all. But I will see y'all when I get out of class, more than likely, and I'm on my way home, because y'all, these roses looking bad. I'll just see y'all when I'm on the way home. I'm still going. Yeah. Hey y'all, so I'm gonna make it just in the nick of time to my appointment. Like, I'm just gonna leave school. We got out of class just a little bit early, but the professor wanted to talk to me because I have like a different assignment that is due from everybody else, because I'm a PhD student and the rest of the students are master's level students. So her and I had to talk at the class, but I still had just a little bit more time to spare. So literally right now my alarm just went off to tell me that it's 1 o'clock and that I need to be leaving now. I just put in my GPS. It is 2:40. Well, I'm gonna be there at 2:40. I'm tripping. But they called me this morning, y'all, to change my appointment. Did I tell y'all that? To change my appointment time because of the storm. So I'm gonna make it just in the nick of time, because the appointment is at 2:45 and it's saying I'm gonna make it there now at 2:41 if I don't hurry up. Ooh, I gotta get my ticket out. Get out of this garage. But yeah, we're gonna try to make it there on time. We're gonna say our prayers before we get on this road. And yeah, we're gonna make it do. I ran into a dilemma. I got to change my flight time for the flight that I purchased for the conference that is in March, because I just got word that my presentation will be on the last day of the conference at a time that's after my flight. Like, I'm just so I was not expecting that to happen. I was thinking that I would be done presented by the last day of the conference, and they got me presenting on the last day of the conference. Like, so yeah, I need to call and see if I can get that handled, get that flight changed, whatnot, all that good stuff. So yeah, lot to do. So yeah, but I'll let y'all know when I get home and to my dentist appointment. So yeah, I literally just seen a lady get literally blown into a pole because the wind is blowing so hard. Like, when I say blown into the pole, like blown into the lamp post, whatever it's called, and she was literally hugging. Wait, rent? Okay.
But yeah, I'll call you on Thursday. Okay. All right. I can take care of that over the phone for you. Okay. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Good job. Great impression.
Okay. Y'all, I see what people have to go through. Y'all see that sky? That's what I had to drive through. But I see what people go through when they get braces and stuff, because good God Almighty. That was okay. So first of all, he was trying to get the camera to work, the 3D camera, but the 3D camera kept acting up. I guess my gap was too wide in the front, because it was tripping every time he got to that gap. He kept trying to overlap the pictures together. And so he tried the 3D camera for like, no cap, probably like 10-12 minutes. It would not take, like, every time he got to the front teeth, he got to tripping. And so, like, Invisalign has, I guess, like, this little machine. It's a 3D camera, and he told me what it was or whatever before he started. But it, like, goes in and scans your teeth. And so it's on a stick. And so he literally places the stick and just takes it around in the mouth, and it sings the songs to let you know it's being done correctly. Let the dentist know that it's being done correct, or the orthodontist, or I don't know what he is. Let him know that it's being done correctly. But if something's wrong, it'll stop singing, or it'll still sing, but it'll sing real low, and like you can hear the drop in the volume. So like that's how you know, like, you have to go back a tooth or start back over on another tooth that you were on to start the process back over. And like every time he would get right here, it'll stop, and then it'll start back. And then once he did get to these back teeth, it was just a whole lot. Like it was trying to overlap the pictures, it was trying to combine the pictures, it just do a lot. So he was like, okay, we're gonna try this one last time. That one last time it didn't work. He didn't even worry about the bottom teeth. He was like, okay, we just gonna do impressions. And so y'all, when I see what people with braces have to go through for impressions, child, no, I'm glad that's a one-time thing. But yeah, so that appointment it went good. It's over with, it's done. So now they'll send that off, and then on next Tuesday, him and I will do a virtual consultation to discuss if I'm pleased with what Invisalign's is back. And then if I'm pleased, we'll go from there. They'll tell me how many plates I need, how long I have to wear them, things of that nature. And then it'll only be $100. Y'all, can y'all believe it? I don't know if my insurance covered it or what, but that's cheap to me, because like braces is expensive, and like I thought Invisalign was gonna be expensive too. But she was like, it's only $100 next visit. Like today was free, so everything he did today was free. And so yeah, I'm about to go get me something to eat, go home, get out of the storm, because like it's finna pull down out here or do some real heavy. I know they say don't supposed to end at 9 o'clock tonight, so I need to be in the house by the time it comes. So yeah, I'm about to go get food and go home, chill, see my parents again, and yeah, probably do some work, because I should. But yeah, I'll catch y'all again when I'm at home.